Hello, my name's Tim Morton, and in this video we're going to take a look at some of the new features of Bible Analyzer 4.8. Some of you already familiar with Bible Analyzer have already noticed the changes in the Bible panel. We've changed the format of the header a little bit, and we've added these links which show previews of the next chapter and of the previous chapter, and also at the bottom we have a link to the next chapter so you can click it if you're reading. We've changed a little bit how you can navigate the Bible text. For instance, if you have the Bible panel selected or it has the focus, then you can tell that from this dark bar at the top. You can just use the arrow keys and go up and down, as I'm doing right now with just the arrow keys, and select a different verse. If you want to select a different chapter, use the right and left arrow keys. There's the right one for next and the left one for previous. We've also modified the selection of verses behavior slightly from previous versions. It used to be if you just clicked on a word in a verse, that would select that verse to make it current. Now still, if you click on a word, it will look it up in your available dictionaries as we see here. But now if you want to make that verse the current verse, you need to click on the verse reference itself. This is the default behavior. You click on the verse reference itself, it makes it the current verse. But as an alternative, if you hold the shift key down and then click on any area inside the verse in the text, it will select it as well, as long as the shift key is down. So this is just a minor change, but it actually will be more helpful because some people were wanting to select a word, such as down here, but not change their verse selection, and now that's possible. Another new feature up here, we've added a paragraph view. You click it and it will show the current text broken into paragraphs with the current paragraph highlighted. And within that, if you have a current verse, it will be in a blue font. As you can see here, verse 2 is blue, and that means it's the current verse, as you can see down here, the current reference. And that paragraph is highlighted. If you want to select another verse, just click the verse number as before, even though it's within a line, just click it and it will make it the current. And the paragraph scheme, if this Bible has its own paragraph scheme, it will use it. But if you have a Bible that does not have the paragraph marks, there is an option in Preferences under the Options tab where you can select one of 4 embedded paragraph schemes to use for Bibles that don't have them. So that way you can have every Bible will be able to be viewed in a paragraph format, even though it itself does not have that markings. Another feature is we've changed our selection box a little bit, made it better. If you begin to type in a word, see we start to type in faith, and now it will list the entries in the order of occurrence. And here you'll see that faith is found 247 times, and also it lists the how many times it's found in the text, and this will bring up usually the more commonly requested search words to make them closer, and you can just click and search with them. Another feature that you'll find is, let's go back to our verse view. Another feature you will find is some verses have an asterisk after them. Look at this, verse 15. This asterisk is an indicator that there are user notes made for this verse. And if you put the cursor over the notes, it will pop up and show you your notes, and if they're long, it'll show you a preview of the notes. If you want to go there, just click it, and it will open up your notes editor, and there's your notes, which can be edited. On the notes editor, we've also added a list that shows a list of all the notes that are available. And of course it can be hidden just like the other commentaries. You can now deselect the notes editor from the current reference. That is, if you want to leave this keyed to Genesis 3:15, but here you want to look at verse 18, this is still 3:15, so that can be separated from whatever your current reference is. Again, another thing that's still available in the Bible panel is if you hold the control key down and put the cursor over a word, you'll get a definition of the word in your current or default dictionary. If you hold the control key down and put the cursor over a tab, you'll get the current verse surrounded by 2 other verses the previous and next verse, which will show up in the tab. And this is just the beginning of the new features of Bible Analyzer. We have many more. We have a new contextual search method, which we've already made a video for that, which you can watch, which will explain a lot of these new search features. We have a new module download manager, which will allow you to download and install modules within Bible Analyzer. No longer do you need to download the setup files and all of that. You just check the ones you want, click download, they will download and install, and there they are. Much more convenient. And we also have a new image viewer. We've updated the image viewer to where it has a preview down here, and you can click in the preview and it'll automatically scroll. Plus there are many new features such as pop-ups to that are mapped images. The image is mapped to names and verses, and there's another video on that too. So watch the other videos and you'll learn all the new features of Bible Analyzer, and we just hope you find it of value. Thank you.